Hi guys and gals, Pigmoon here with yet another video. Today we will continue to update the situation on Singapore's Terrexes that were seized in Hong Kong. Okay, so let's start. All over again. Now it's 2017, right? So I've actually lost count of how many days actually has it been. I think it was in November, right? Till now? About 3 to 4 weeks. And the Terrexes are still detained in Hong Kong and apparently moved to an indoor location. The PRC government, through their spokesperson, has stated that all countries, including Singapore, should earnestly respect the One China policy, which is the prerequisite for People's Republic of China to develop ties with other countries, diplomatic ties. This is the strongest hint to suggest that Singapore isn't abiding by the One China policy, since Singapore has extensive ties with Taiwan. Why this statement by PRC was given was in response to Singapore PM's letter to the HK Hong Kong Chief Executive Leong Chun Ying to return the Terrexes immediately, and that they do not have the right to detain the 9 APCs according to international law. We must applaud the PM's actions and directness with using this letter, and this is the most direct action carried out by Singapore's government since the fiasco occurred. Meanwhile, the Defence Minister Ng Yen Hen also reiterated Singapore's rights in his statement to the press and asked the Hong Kong government to action on the request immediately. So, based on the responses by the PRC spokesperson, we can observe that the real puppet masters or decision maker in this case isn't the HK Chief Executive Leong Chun Ying. And despite what they tried to, PRC and Hong Kong tried to paint to make outsiders like us believe, the long silence, followed by the rhetoric that Singapore is not abiding by the One China policy, seems to be because of the long line of bureaucracy that the HK executive or leader actually needs to fight through or ask through or solve before he's even allowed to make a decision. So basically, Hong Kong is just in between caught in between. They have no decision rights. Subsequently, we can also see that the movement of the Terrexes away from the public eye, which is storage in public, into a covered facility, seems to indicate now, actually compared to the previous video, that it is more unlikely that they will actually return Singapore, the Terrexes, unless there's unless Singapore concedes by tearing up the 40-year-old ties we have with Taiwan, or something similar along the line diplomatically to appease the People's Republic of China. So is Singapore that feeble, diplomatically or internationally, to have to blow the trumpet for our huge northern Asian neighbour? Or can the little red dot stand up against the odds for her own rights? I guess we have to watch this closely, and it remains to be seen. But the likeliness of the Terrexes coming back without any conditions is really highly unlikely at the moment. Like or subscribe or add a comment at the bottom, and we can further this discussion and whether this whole thing is actually moving or not. Thanks for watching.
Oh, maybe I'll leave, baby, but you know